We are going back to the footage that we started this show from, but this footage is unseen footage and is giving us the entire sequence of events on what happened in Mukherjee Nagar that led to this video being shot and then going viral. So this is how it starts. It starts with an argument between a cop and Sarabjit Singh, who drives a tempo in the area. His son, there's an argument, his son manages to take him away. There you see him, his son manages to take him away. Now, after 20 minutes, the cops decide that they need to punish Sarabjit Singh for the argument that he had with the cop. They chase him, they get to where he is. There you see him, they are looking for Sarabjit Singh. These are the cops who are looking for Sarabjit Singh. This is the entire sequence of events. This is around 15 to 20 minutes after Sarabjit Singh has left. They go, they chase Sarabjit Singh, who has been taken away from the area by his son because he didn't want his father to get into trouble. And there you see. There is a group of 8 cops who are now trying to say or have an argument with Sarabjit Singh. Sarabjit, of course, by now is in a fit of anger. He's pulled out his sword. There you see it in his hands. His son is there. His son is trying to take away the sword from him because he doesn't want his father to hurt any of the policemen who are there. One of the policemen is holding him from behind. The others start thrashing him. So this is how the second round of the altercation begins. Sarabjit by now has managed to free himself from the clutches of his own son and from the police. He is attacking this policeman now with a sword. This police person who's in plain clothes gets injured. He then manages to chase away the policeman. After a while, the policemen, because there are 8 of them, overpower him and then drag him all the way to the police station. So this is excessive. This is now clear. It's very clear. If any one of us had any doubt about who was at fault here, was it the police using undue force and excessive action against Sarabjit Singh, or whether it was Sarabjit Singh who was at fault for pulling out a sword in the middle of the city and trying to assault a police officer? Well, now you have the entire sequence of events. It starts with the policemen coming back for Sarabjit Singh, trying to thrash him, Sarabjit then pulling out his sword and attacking these policemen. So this is the entire sequence of events. I'm going straight across to Nitisha Kashyap and Sagar, who are joining us live. Sagar, I'm coming to you first. You have been speaking to the policemen in Delhi from the same Thana where these policemen belong to, and they have been saying that we attacked Sarabjit Singh in self-defense. This certainly doesn't look like self-defense.
Absolutely, Sneha. And when I spoke to Sarabjit and his son Balwant, and I would like to, because this is in the video also now and we can quote now, Balwant, his son, told me that he told his father कि पापा चलते हैं, वापस चलते हैं, which is why the father agreed to his son, and you know, they were going back to their home, letting this go off. But this, in the video that we are running exclusively, clearly shows that policemen actually chased him, and Balwant told me, his son, that police ne आवाज लगाई roko roko. This is in the exclusive bite we were running also. Sarabjit also claiming that, you know, they were letting it go off, this, you know, because this turned so violent that they wanted to just back off. Sarabjit and his son just wanted to back off, but policemen stopped them, shouted over them and stopped, asking them to stop. Then they chased him, and then they started what we are seeing on the visuals, that they, with the batons, they started thrashing them, beating them with brutality. This is all how it started. And another thing that I want to highlight, that 3 policemen have been suspended. If police was not at fault, why are these policemen suspended then in the first place?
Correct.
That means they are, by this suspension, it indicates the fact that, you know, policemen were at fault, which is why these policemen have been suspended, while Sarabjit has been let off. He's not in the jails anymore. He has been let off, and while policemen police personnel have been suspended.
Sure, that's a good point. Nitisha Kashyap, is the Delhi police saying anything in its defense?
Well, yes, Shreya. See, what the Delhi police is saying that they are admitting the fact that the entire incident was dealt in a very unprofessional manner by the Delhi police, and therefore the action has been taken. In fact, the statement that has been released by the Delhi police, it clearly says that the 3 policemen who have been suspended, they have been suspended pending inquiry. So, if the inquiry found that they are not at fault, they will be reinstated in the Delhi police. Their punishment will be cut off. But if they are found guilty of the incident, they will be suspended, and further course of action will be taken against them. They are admitting that it was very unprofessional on the part of the Delhi police to deal the entire case. And if we see the video as well, the second time when the police officer chased Sarabjit, you will see that the one police officer who is in the CV, he is trying to overpower Sarabjit, and in their defense they are saying that they wanted to take the sword from Sarabjit, and in that altercation only Sarabjit attacked the police officer who was in the CVs, and he had injured his head, and he was taken for the MLC as well. This is what this is the defense that the Delhi police is presenting right now, but the senior officers are saying that they are waiting for the inquiry report to be submitted so that things are more clear.
All right. Thank you very much, Nitisha and Sagar, for joining us with the latest on the story. Has Delhi become a theatre for gang wars now is a question that is being raised. There's a larger problem at play here. In the last 1 month, 16 people have been killed in the streets of Delhi, on the streets of Delhi, because of gang wars, personal enmities, robberies, etc. There are 220 shots that have been fired in the national capital in the last 30 days. That's something to think about.